Did I go? Are we here today? Are you with me? Welcome back. It's been quite a fantastic day. Very interesting conversations. And really, I might have more questions than I have answers right now. One of those questions is about attachment. Not so much attachment to possessions. If you want to take into consideration you possess your thoughts, your frame of mind, the way you think, if you consider those as things that we are all attached to, that's what I want to know right now. I talk a lot about intrinsic desire and that motivation, that burning feeling inside that makes you want to just get up and do something. You've got to be involved. Like there has to be something going on, right? Huh. It's interesting. What do you do? What are you out there getting into? It's you spend your whole life taking in these different experiences, talking to different people, and you associate with them. You build bonds, right? You form trust, and you start to believe that is who you are. I've been accepted. I belong here. What happens when that ends? Who are you now? Who were you before? You're clearly not the same anymore. You've grown. Isolation? What's next? God bless the sneezing person in the other room. I heard a sneeze. Just these conversations I've been having really has me pondering what it is that people believe is happening versus what's actually happening. When somebody shuts down and they can't have a conversation anymore, what do you think is happening to them? I've run into some people where you can have a talk with them, very surface level, but the minute you go deep, they can't. Like they get agitated, they get angry. I mean, is it because maybe they don't have a lot of details on the subject matter? It's that fear of saying something that might not be true, being looked at weird because they don't know. I do believe sometimes that is exactly what's happening. What I notice more often than not, though, is they simply just don't want to participate. It's the most bizarre thing, You have all these opportunities to really make life wonderful. And the lack of education, it's just the lack of the ability to express oneself. And that's, where my general consensus bias comes in. I believe everybody's read those articles. Everybody knows that information. We've learned those lessons. We as leader in leadership training, that you get a lot of that. You're taught to say we. And I think what's happened to me over a period of time is that I have really embraced that so much that I don't take possession of a lot of the things I say. I make it a group effort. I'm like, we feel this way. We should go do that task. And once we are finished, we are going to go do that. Not a lot of I in leadership, is there? And so I had a viewer, and they vanished. Which tells me this is a very boring conversation. And that's something else that people don't want to get involved in. They don't want to be caught up in some kind of boredom, some kind of spiraling. So just going to keep this short and sweet. We're at the 5-minute mark. Thank you for logging in. Person that, I don't know if it's the same person or a different person, but I was just talking about attachments and how people get into these situations where they become defined by the things that they associate with. You know, are you your job? Let's quote Fight Club for a minute. You know, you're not your job. You're not your bank account. What are you? Who are you? So, in the end, right here, I'm going to wrap this up, and I just want to put out into the world, it is so important that you don't lock people into who you think they are. Everybody has a different version of you inside of their head. And because we know this, we're smart enough to understand this concept. I can now better communicate with you. I can better understand that the version of you in my head is not real. A few people that I wish were watching this right now, they will probably never see this video. That's fine. I'll just send them a text message. But I don't know. I have a tendency to, I don't know. This is really my question. You know, people really get attached to their perspective or their way of viewing things, and you cannot just tell them they're wrong. They get mad. Like, and it is what it is. It's ignorance. It's just plain and simple, uneducated inability to process the information. Ignorance fuels anger. And so you can only have some conversations with some people, and other people, until they buckle down and give in and admit that they don't know everything, until that day, they're going to have a few fires to jump through. That's for certain. So it's great to talk with everyone again. Beautiful, blessed day. Go out and make babies. Make love, raise children, get a family going. You can do it. All right. It's not as bad as you think it is. All right. The economy does not suck that much. Okay. I promise. It's expensive. So what? Spend the money. You'll get more. It always comes back to you. Think about it. How old are you? It's like it never stops. It's just like this endless flow of things into your life. Always things, just everything. Money, jobs, sodas, restaurants, everything wants your attention. All day, every day. So take that knowledge, take that wisdom, understand there's always more, okay? And if you got any questions, you got my social medias. You can hit me up on this YouTube thing. I will definitely be getting back in there and trying to respond to each and every single comment, right? Stay blessed.